How do you get inventory for an e-commerce brand? In fact, I stopped drop shipping after 8 figures in sales for a couple of simple reasons. We're going to talk about today how to get inventory for a brand, how much you should spend, and the best way to go about doing that. When you're starting a new TikTok shop or honestly, whatever platform you're doing, if you need inventory, I always recommend a 200 to 500 unit sample size. Order it off Alibaba.com. Here's an example from one of my newer TikTok shops that after about 5 months, right, I had to get inventory to start this on TikTok shop. It did about $29,000 in a month. The reason I stopped drop shipping is to give customers a better experience, to get them their products faster, and to build a real company that will last long term. So today I'm going to share with you everything about sourcing inventory, where you should be doing it, how many quotes to get, how to handle shipping. And we're going to be basing all of this through the easiest platform to order this on, Alibaba.com. In fact, earlier this year when I was starting a new e-commerce brand, guess what? I went on there, I ordered a couple hundred units of a product, and I was able to start selling it within a matter of 2 weeks. So we've got a lot of good stuff to cover, and at the end of this video, I've got a special surprise for you, so stick around. So I actually just wrapped up watching the Alibaba.com Co-Create 2024 live stream, which is basically an event that they do. This year was in Las Vegas. I wasn't able to make it. I'm here in Southern California, where they go through all the new stuff they're introducing, new features of the platforms, there's new products being revealed there, and a bunch of cool stuff. I'm gonna give you the highlights on a couple of the things so that you can use this platform better when you're sourcing products. Now, when you're not drop shipping and you're trying to actually order inventory, whether it's 100 units or 1,000 units, there's a couple of key things, really 3 of them that I always faced and other people face when it comes to ordering inventory. Number 1 is the trust, right? If you're sending a payment to somebody overseas, there's a trust factor there. Some people have definitely been scammed. Number 2 is pricing, making sure you're not getting screwed. You got to get multiple competitive quotes. That's really important. That's why I love Alibaba. And then number 3 is the shipping times, okay? Even if the shipping time is like 10 days, they might take another 10 days to process the order. So making sure you're working with someone reliable that can actually get you the product quickly so that you can start selling, because it can take time when you're getting inventory to actually get set up. But Alibaba.com is solving that in a big way. And actually the coolest feature that I like the best that they just came out with was their AI sourcing agent. And this is really cool because it combines a bunch of features into one. If you're still looking to do product research, you want to pull trends, sales data, you want to see what products are working and then immediately be able to get quotes and pricing for those. This is the tool and feature that's going to allow you to do that. This will make product research a lot easier when you're still trying to find what to sell. You can pull data behind all those trends, everything from search volume to trend analysis. They also have a smart search feature. It's basically like an industry sourcing Wikipedia that gives you all the information on the products, everything you need to know. And then finally, it'll help match you with a supplier. The AI comparison allows you to see the bigger picture. It'll quickly generate notes and a summary of all the advantages and disadvantages from different options, right? There's all sorts of suppliers for pretty much every product. So it'll help pair you with the one that makes the most sense, because some are better with clothing, others with electronic products. This will give you everything all in one place through Alibaba's AI feature. Now, before I order inventory, I always like to get a minimum of 3 quotes. This makes sure I'm getting the best pricing, the best shipping price as well. You got to remember to factor that in. And just keep in mind, when you're ordering just a couple hundred units to start, your cost per unit is going to change significantly over time. So even if you don't have the best margin right away for your e-commerce brand, understand when you're ordering 5,000, 10,000 units at a time, that number is going to change a lot. Now, again, when you're ordering inventory, I would recommend somewhere between 200 and 500 units. Any less than 200, it's not really worth it. If you're sending samples to creators, it's just going to be difficult. You're going to run out pretty quickly. And more than 500, you start to have a lot of money tied up. So 200 to 500 seems to be at least the best place to start. And that's what I've done for multiple brands. Now, back to what I mentioned about the trust issue. This is a huge piece of ordering inventory. You don't want to just blindly send a wire to somebody that you've never done business with. And that's a great thing about Alibaba.com is the trade assurance. Everything happens through escrow. You are protected. If your orders show up defective, damaged in any way, there's a full refund. You're fully protected in your order, so you know that you're not getting screwed. And this also includes if your items are lost in transit. If something were to happen, it makes it very easy, and they have a quick settlement process. Now, I'm going to give you a pro tip that a lot of people don't consider, which is the cash flow. When you're buying inventory for any business, you have cash flow, right? You have to buy products first and then start selling them and then collect the revenue. So you can have your money out for a month, 2 months, maybe 3 months at a time. So Alibaba.com does a couple of cool things. They have their BNPL. If you haven't heard of that, that's Buy Now, Pay Later program where you can split up payments for any transactions up to $3,000. They also have a co-branded card you can use with 3% cash back and a bunch of other rewards. This really helps with the cash flow, making sure you can have almost like a net 30 and net 60 so that you can actually get the inventory and start selling without having to make full payments. That can be another beneficial tool that a lot of business owners use, especially once you find a winning product, because then you have to order more and more inventory and keep up with the scale. Right now, I have about $50,000 out on the street for my new brand because, hey, we're scaling. Our daily orders are increasing. I need to get more inventory to keep up with that. And that takes time. Now on Alibaba.com, you can also choose order combination for smaller items. So for an example, if you have 2 or 3 products that you're deciding between, you don't know which one is the best, well, what you can do is actually order all of them. And instead of ordering inventory for it, what I would recommend is getting 1 or 2 of each of the products. And once you get it in your hand, you can see which ones are the highest quality and then probably run with that one. And this just helps you get like a 15% cost reduction. So a very easy way, especially if you're trying to order something that's a lower quantity. And then they also have a bulk option for when you're actually ordering inventory. This is called bulk cargo consolidation. Big term, I know. But basically they come in about 10% less than the industry standard for actually shipping over your cargo and getting the inventory. So very beneficial way to be cost effective using Alibaba.com when you're starting up your business and trying to get inventory. Now let's say we're gonna order this magnetic neck mount, right? It goes around your neck, holds your phone, super cool for making content. It's actually a popular product and I've sold this. Now if you were to go on here, you can reach out to multiple of these suppliers and ask for a quote for 200 units, for 500 units, and the pricing will change. You'll also wanna ask for an estimated shipping cost. So give them your zip code. But this is a really easy platform to use. You can search up whatever product you want, find multiple different types of the product. You know, there's different variations of each of these, and that can help you find stuff that hasn't been sold yet. So that's kind of one of my tricks of the trade is if I'm looking for a product and I see someone's like killing it and crushing it with one, I'll try to find something that's similar, right? Not the exact same thing. And I've actually found it to be really easy to do that here on Alibaba when I'm doing research. And now as promised for the quick surprise at the end, Alibaba and I are going to be picking a couple of people who leave a comment down below. So just say anything down below. We're going to pick multiple winners to get early access to their beta feature, which is that AI sourcing agent that I was telling you about. That can help you with product research, finding products that are trending that haven't really been discovered yet. There's not a lot of competition, and immediately give you sourcing quotes for that. So this is basically an AI tool you can have in your back pocket that nobody else has access to, that'll help with research, with sourcing, with everything you need to do to get off the ground, and you can get access to that for free. We're gonna pick a couple of people who comment down below. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out Alibaba.com, and if you have any other questions related to sourcing, getting inventory, or anything else, just leave it in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next video.